travel sellers are nothing but your airlines, hotels, car rental companies. Okay. So these travel sellers, they distribute, okay, they provide their information, their inventory information, their products to Amadeus, and in turn, Amadeus distributes this to the passengers as well as the travel agents around the world. Okay. The travel seller companies like the airlines, the hotels, the car rental companies, they provide their product information to the Amadeus, and then in turn, Amadeus distribute this uh, information from the airlines, the hotels, the car rental companies globally to the entire world. And that is the reason Amadeus is called as a global distribution system. Clear, people understood what is global distribution system? And since we in Amadeus, we also create and manage passenger booking. Create and manage passenger bookings. That's why it is also called as a CRS. That's why it is also called as a CRS. So Amadeus is both. Amadeus is the global distribution system as well as Amadeus is also the CRS, which is your computerized reservation system. Clear, people understood the definition. Amadeus, what is Amadeus? Okay. Now let us go ahead and see how do we access Amadeus. How do I access the Amadeus system? So in order to access the Amadeus system, first thing is you will need to subscribe to Amadeus. So how do I access? How do I access Amadeus? Next question is, we have learned what is Amadeus. Now we are learning how do I access Amadeus. So Amadeus, in order to access that, you will need to get in touch with the Amadeus account manager. And once your ID is created, okay, once your subscription is there, once your subscription is complete. So Pranav, not everybody can use the link. Okay, not everybody can use the link, but in order to use that link, in order to log in using the web URL, you need to have the subscription. Okay, Pranav. So first you need to subscribe to the Amadeus Link Platform Connect. Then only you will be able to access that using the web. So, and what is the web user link, web URL? Anybody knows the link to access Amadeus? Anybody knows the link? How do I access Amadeus? So the website or the web URL to access Amadeus is HTTPS. So let me write it in small since this is a web URL // www.sellingplatformconnect.amadeus.com. So before accessing this link, you should have a subscription with Amadeus. So once you have the subscription, you will be having some credentials being shared with you. Okay. So once you have your office ID, we will discuss what are those things. Once you have those credentials, then only you will be able to use this link and then enter the credentials, enter the user ID, password, and proceed further. So before that, you'll have to subscribe to the Amadeus, and the subscription needs to be completed through your Amadeus account manager. So what will I do with this link? What will I do with this link? What will I do with this link? I have copied this link. So what should I open in order to open this link? So I will need to open a web browser. So you people must have heard about some browsers like the what you call Google Chrome or Microsoft Internet Edge or Mozilla Firefox. These are some of the popular browsers. So you will need to open the browser and then you will need to use the URL that I had given you, and you can copy and paste that URL, and then you will be able to sign in into the media selling platform. So I have copy pasted the information in the web browser. And once I enter the link, it takes me to this page, and this page is called as the sign in page. This page is called as your sign in page, or this is your login page screen. And what information is required in order to sign in into Amadeus? You need to have the username. You need to have the office ID. You need to have the password. So there are three compulsory fields, three mandatory fields that are required to sign in. So all the compulsory fields or the mandatory fields are denoted with the star symbol. So wherever you see star, that means that is compulsory or that is mandatory. So are all the fields mandatory or fields compulsory on the screen? Or all the fields mandatory or all the fields compulsory on the screen? Field is not compulsory. Very good. So duty code is the field which is not compulsory. Other than that, all other fields are compulsory. Now let us go ahead and try to identify these fields. Okay. So what are these fields? We will again. So whenever you subscribe to the immediate selling platform Connect, okay, you will be assigned like every travel agency. Okay. Every employee of the travel agency will be assigned with a username. Like for example, if I would say, okay, let me share my screen again. Okay. So let's say okay, located out of, let's say, Hyderabad. Okay, and it has two employees by name Vinod and Amit. Okay, so this is employee number one, this is employee number two. So when they are subscribing to the immediate, they will need to provide the name of the agency and who are the employees or who are, need the signing credentials, they will need to provide that information. So once they provide that information, the account manager is going to help the travel agent create the information in a media system. So there are two employees of this agency. So we know this one agent and Amit is another agent. So both of them will have a unique username. So both Amit and Vinod will have unique username. It won't be same for both of them. It will be unique. Then apart from this, there is another field called as office ID. So the second field is office ID. In Amadeus, every travel agency is identified with a office identification. Like for example, I said it is Vinod Travels located out of Hyderabad. Now there could be another Vinod Travels. There could be another Vinod Travels located out of Bengaluru, or Mumbai, or Chennai. So how will you differentiate? Or there is another Vinod Travels located out of Hyderabad itself. So how will you differentiate Vinod Travels of Hyderabad, and how will you differentiate the travel agency of Vinod Travels Bengaluru? So that will be through a office ID. That would be through the office ID. So the travel agency, okay, the travel agency in Amadeus is identified by the way of office ID. So every travel agency has a unique identification as office ID. What are the first three characters of the office ID? What are the first three characters of the office ID? If you see my office ID, what are the first three characters? What do you think are the first three characters? The first three characters are the city code of the location. The first three characters are the city code of the location. So DL, okay, my is beginning with DL. That means my terminal of Amadeus is located in Delhi, Delhi. Okay, so and then after that you have the 1A. 1A is the two-letter corporate code. 1A is the two-letter corporate code. So 1A stands for Amadeus. Similarly, different depending on the travel agency type, like if it is a retail travel agent, if it is a consolidated travel agent, if it is a corporate travel agent, if it is a travel management company, everybody has a corporate ID. So, example, the retail travel agent generally is given the ID as VS. So, for example, since Vinod Travels is located out of Hyderabad, the office ID may be HYD. Vinod Travels is a new travel agency, is a retail travel agency. So his corporate code could be VS. Then followed by some identification number. So this is how the office ID is constructed. Clear, people understood about the office ID? Anybody has any questions on the office ID part?
No.
So that is the reason you see here that I have entered my username. My username is my surname MOGILI underscore V. And then my office ID is DL1A0900. And then I will enter my password, which is aware, which I am aware about, and I will enter the details. Now we all said duty code is not compulsory. We all said the duty code is not compulsory. So now before that, let us go and understand what is duty code. So now is Amadeus used only by the travel agents? Is Amadeus used only by the travel agents? Who all uses Amadeus?
The airlines use the Amadeus as well, not just the travel.
So airlines. Who else? Only airlines, only travel agents. Only these two people.
The hotels.
Amadeus
Fantastic.
employees.
So Amadeus employees say somebody, and then hotels and car rental companies also may use Amadeus. So people, when you say consolidators or corporates, they are still the travel agents only, right? They are still the travel agencies only, correct? So when you say consolidator or when you say corporates, they are still the travel agents only. Now when we say airlines, so in airlines, where all you Amadeus system is used? In airlines, where all do you think the Amadeus system is used? Topic says no. So airlines also use it for reservations and ticketing, like how the travel agent is using. Airlines will also or may use Amadeus at their departure control systems, that is airports, DCS. Airlines may also use Amadeus with the baggage. And airlines have one more department which is also called as the revenue management. That is the people controlling the routes and etc. So now I have written various people using Amadeus. Now all the people do the same functionalities. Travel agents are making reservations and issuing the tickets. So does everybody use Amadeus only for making the reservations and issuing the tickets? No, right? Baggage department uses it for some other purpose. Departure control system uses it to checking the passengers, to issue the boarding passes. The revenue uses Amadeus for controlling their seats, revenue, number of seats in each class, etc. So not everybody is using Amadeus for the same purpose. So the purpose of the duty code is related to what kind of functions and responsibilities are applicable for each duty code. So in our travel agencies, okay, in our travel agencies, most of the time you will find the duty code as AS. AS stands for agent sale or agency sale. AS stands for agency sale or agent sale. And there is one more duty code called as SU. So these are the two types of duty code we come across in the travel agencies. SU is the supervisor duty code. That means the SU duty code is the has the more roles, more functions, and more responsibilities when you compare it with the AS duty code. Whereas there are other duty codes like there is a C duty code, which is for the computer engineer. So maybe people who are working on immediate back end things, they may require that. And then we have seen GS. GS is the code for general sales used by the airline employees. SU is the supervisor duty code, Joyraj. SU stands for supervisor. So that means, for example, okay, let me give you an example. So let us say we have AS, which stands for agency, sales, or agent sale. Whereas SU is supervisor duty code. So that means the agency sale duty code may be able to create PNRs only, whereas supervisor duty code may create PNRs, issue tickets, and process refunds as well. So the functions will differ between each duty code. So the AS, these are the two types of duty codes which you may come across. So maybe there is an agent who says, okay, I want to give the AS duty code to my employee and I want them to only create the PNRs. I don't want them to issue the tickets. Whereas I will keep this duty code SU to myself because I want to, apart from creating the PNRs, I also want to issue the tickets and also I want to process the refunds, etc. So in our travel agencies, you will find only these two types of duty codes. Clear, people understood? Yuvraj? So if you do not enter any duty code, so whatever is the duty code assigned to your user ID, so whatever is the duty code assigned to your user ID, that will be picked up automatically. It's not mandatory that you will have to select any kind of duty code. Okay, so that is the reason I will go ahead and uncheck or release the duty code. What happened, Roman? What about 1 second? You already spent about minutes playing audible, not audible, audible, not audible. Pangavel, it is general sales. Okay, that usually that is used. Vignesh, we have not come to that part. We'll discuss once we reach there, Vignesh.
Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I have a question regarding office ID. The
Okay,
first three letters are city code, right? And
correct.
what are the middle letters like Bane? I didn't get
So
that.
this is the corporate ID. So
Okay.
all the Amadeus people, like the employees of Amadeus, their office ID will always have 1A. Like I have written in my example, in this example, I have written HYD followed by VS. I did not write 1A. Why did not I write 1A? Because Vinod Travels is a travel agency. It is not an Amadeus office. It is a travel agency. So the code could be VS depending on the type of the travel agency. Sometimes you will see AK. So sometimes you will see something like HYD AK 3111. So here AK stands for Akbar Travels. He is one of the consolidators. So he has been given a two-letter code as AK. So retail travelers may have been given a corporate code as VS by the Amadeus help desk system. So immediate help desk will decide what will be this corporate code as per the travel agency's profile. Then there
Okay,
will be a number, a 4-digit number or 3-digit number will be assigned as per availability in the immediate help desk. So people, you don't have to worry how the immediate office ID is created. You will need to understand only what is office ID, what is the importance of the office ID. So you need not worry about these last 6 characters or 5 characters. Okay, Ompreet? Anybody else has any questions related to username, office ID, and password? So now let us say I have entered my uh, username, I have entered my office ID, and let us say I don't remember my password. I don't remember my password. Then what do you think I should be doing? Then what do you think I should be doing? So do I need to tell my system I forgot my password, or do I need to click anyway? Do I need to tell my system that, okay, Siri, I forgot my password, or I need to click? Sumit Bansal, I just discussed about the duty code part. I said many people use Amadeus. It's not only about the travel agents. Airline employees also use Amadeus. In airline employees, there are different departments. So depending on the type of work you have, you can go ahead and use the duty code part, which is not mandatory. Okay, that will be assigned as per the request given by the user when the office ID and the username is getting created. So people, when I ask you people about some questions related after the end of the topic, please do respond then and there. I'm going to give you about 20 seconds, 30 seconds time. And if you don't respond, then I go to the next part. Like I told, I don't remember my password. And now somebody comes up and asks a question which is related to the earlier topic. So please, 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 again, a genuine request, a sincere request. Please respond with your questions or ask your questions as and when the topic is done. I'm going to give you 20 to 30 seconds to respond as well. Fantastic. So I will need to click on I forgot my password. Shall I click on I forgot my password? So I'll go ahead and click on I forgot my password. And once I click on I forgot my password, what is my page changed to now? Is my page showing up as sign in page? Is my page showing up as sign in page, or the name of the page is something different now? The name of the page now shows as reset your password page. So I will need to recheck my username. If it is incorrect, I will retype my username. My office ID is auto updated, and I will need to create a new password. And what is the criteria to create the new password? What is the minimum number of characters required? The minimum number of characters is 12 characters, maximum number of characters is 15 characters, and there should be at least one alphabet, there should be at least one capital letter, and there should be at least one number. So this is the combination to create the password. So the password length should be at least 12 characters and less than 15 characters. There should be one capital letter, there should be one small letter, and then there should be numbers present in the password. So let us go ahead and create that password. So I'm going to write the password here. So I have typed the new password in the new password field. I have retyped my password in the confirm password field, and I get a message that my password strength is strong. Then I can go ahead and click on reset password. So I clicked on reset password. So once I clicked on reset password, what message do I get here on my screen? Do you people see any message on my screen? So the message on my screen says an email with a confirmation link will be sent to the user side. So every username is assigned with a email address. That is, when you are giving the details to create your user ID, you will need to provide the email address for each username as well. So whatever email address is given to the associated username, the email, the password reset confirmation link or the confirmation link to reset the password link will be received in that email. So similarly, someone was asking about one-time password. So we'll come to that once we are done with explanation of the reset the password. So I will go ahead and open my mailbox. So I'll close this window and then I will open my Outlook. So outlook.com, and let us go ahead and see if I have received any password reset email. So is there an email from Amadeus Security Service? So this is the email which is received. So let me check if I can preview this on the right hand side. Okay. So dear, the username, my name, and this email is received on 23rd of June at about 2:38 p.m. Which says you have requested to reset your password. Okay. And I will need to click on the link to validate the password. I need to click on the link which is given here and I can go ahead and reset my password. And what is the validity of this link? The validity of this link is about 48 hours. If you see the date, it is 25th of June. I have requested password at on 23rd of June. So the validity of this link is still 25th of June. That is about 48 hours. Within 48 hours, I can go ahead and click on this link to go ahead and change my password. So once I click on the link, it is going to open a new window about the resetting the password. So whatever password I have kept, I will need to type this password so that my password can be reset. Clear, people? Any questions on the resetting the password in case if you forgot your password? Anybody has any doubts on resetting the password in case if you forgot your password? Okay, since there are a lot of participants, people, I will try to take the names wherever possible. But in case if it is not, I will be addressing it as everyone to respond as soon as you people can. Okay, so I go ahead and I know my password, so I'm not going to reset my password. So I'm going to enter my credentials. So let me maximize my screen. So I do know my username, I do know my office ID, I do know my password. And after entering all these details, I'm going to click on the sign in link. And once I click on the sign in link, my Amadeus credentials will be verified. So what do people think? Am I signing in for the first time into the Amadeus Selling Platform Connect? What do you think? Am I signing in for the first time?
Yeah.
What if I am signing in for the first time? Is there any speciality if I sign in for the first time?
Whenever you sign something new, they ask for some information.
So in case if you're signing in for the first time, you will need to enter the one-time password. It will be asking for the one-time password. So what is the criteria for the one-time password? So that is the benefit or that is a dual authentication. That is a feature that is put it across in Amadeus each sign in. That is your one-time password. So when you log in for the first time, when you log in into Amadeus for the first time, or when you log in into Amadeus using a different computer, okay, or when you log in into Amadeus using a different browser. Okay. So any of these three things that happen for the first time. Okay. So you will be getting a one-time password, and the same will be sent to the registered email address. So whatever email address is mentioned against your user ID in Amadeus, you will be getting the one-time password to that registered email address. So Vignesh, do you know the email address that is given to your user ID, to your Amadeus user ID? So check that email address. You should be getting that in that email address. If not, remember the email address, what you're telling me is the same email address. That may not be the same. So if you have a manager or a team leader above you or a supervisor above you, you can just check with him what email address is given for your immediate user ID. They will be able to provide you with that. Clear, people understood the one-time password part. This is a security check. In certain cases, yes, Abdul Rahman, but very rarely it can happen. But most of the times, what I've seen is related to the email address. So maybe the first time user wherein there is only one user ID. So maybe at that point of time, maybe you will be getting it on the mobile. But most of the time, I have seen it in the email address. So either it could be the registered email address or the mobile number. You can double check this. Anybody has any concerns, any doubts related to the one-time password? Now, when I have entered my credentials, did the application ask me for a one-time password? Did you people see me entering any one-time password? So no, I have been using Amadeus for quite some time. I'm not a first-time user. I'm using Amadeus on the same computer for the past some years. I'm using the Amadeus on the same browser, the Google Chrome, for the past some years. So it did not ask me any one-time password. All the three checks are I've been using Amadeus on the same computer, laptop, same browser, and not the first time. So once I sign in into Amadeus, once I log in into Amadeus, I will be straight away landing onto the main page screen. This is how my main page screen looks like. So now some people may be aware about usage of Amadeus interface. Amadeus can be used in two different interfaces. Amadeus can be used in two different interfaces. What are those two interfaces? What are those two interfaces? One is the cryptic or the command interface. And what about the second interface? Any guesses? One is the cryptic or the command interface. What do you think will be the second interface? Pranab says it is graphical. Fantastic. So the second option is your graphical user interface, which is also called as GUI. Okay, Vignesh, in that case, after the session, please speak to immediate help desk. They will guide you what needs to be done. Okay, Vignesh. So we can use immediate in cryptic as well as the graphical user interface. So command interface or the cryptic interface means what? You will need to type or use commands to get the required result or information in Amadeus. So you need to type or use the commands. Along with that, you may have to use some codes. Only you will get the required result or the information. What about graphical interface? Are we supposed to use any commands? Do we need to use any commands? Do we need to use any commands in order to access the graphical interface? What do you think? Give me example of a graphical interface that we have seen most of the times. Give me an example of graphical interface that you have seen or what you have made bookings for yourself or your family members. Yeah, but give me an example, people. You must have done some kind of bookings for yourself personally. So you must have used some graphical interface. So what interfaces did you use? What websites did you use? Fantastic, Joyraj. Examples of the graphical interface are the online travel agencies like ClearTrip, Make My Trip, Ease My Trip, or Booking.com. Or if none of you have done any bookings, you must have done some bus bookings or train bookings. IRCTC, IRCTC, Red Bus, Abhi Bus. All these are examples of your graphical user interface. So graphical interface is nothing but it is a only point and click or write information in the fields. So there will be some fields in that you need to update the information or write the information. Then otherwise you need to only point the mouse and click and then proceed further in order to make the thing. So images can also be used in both these interfaces. So after logging into the main page screen, if I want to access, if I want to access the immediate system in the command interface, if I want to access immediate system in the command interface, where do you think I should be clicking? I want to access immediate in the command interface. Where do you think I should be clicking? Wow, fantastic. Very good, Vinay, Joyraj, Ompreet. On the top left, on the left corner on the top, fantastic, new command page. Everybody can see right below the immediate logo on the top left hand side, new command page. So once I click on new command page, a command interface window will be open. So I already clicked on the new command page, a command page window, a booking section or booking session command page number 1 is open. So this is my command interface and I can start working on Amadeus here. And let us say I am working on creating a booking for Pranab and Satvik calls to check flight information. I'm working on creating a booking and for Pranab and Satvik calls me to check the flight information. So without disturbing the booking for Pranab, what should I do? How can I help Satvik? Can I help Satvik? Or I will tell Satvik, okay, you know what, I'm working on Pranab's inquiry. Can you call me later? Or is there a way that I can help him? Is there a way that I can help him or I shall call him to call back later? How can I help them? Ashita says, again, click on new command page. Give command for booking, go for new command page, says Joyraj, very good. So I can go ahead and open another session of the command page. So currently I have opened one session, which is command page 1. So if people are telling, open a new command page. So my second session of the immediate system will be open. So this is my command page 2. And here I can help Satvik check the flight information. So currently, how many active sessions are available on my screen? Currently, how many active sessions are available on my screen? So currently there are 2 active sessions. And how many active sessions can be opened simultaneously? A travel agent can work on how many active sessions? Is it 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or infinite? We can open up to 6 active sessions at a time. Okay, Zayan? Understood, Satvik? It is not 5, it is 6. So currently I have opened 2 sessions. I can open another 4 sessions on my screen. So this is how I can go ahead and start the command interface. Now, how do I access the graphical interface? So I'm coming back to the main page here. Now I want to see how can I access the graphical interface. So I have 2 interfaces, 2 sessions for the command interface. I have command page 1, I have command page 2. Now I want to access the graphical interface. So let us say I want to access the graphical interface and I want to create a new flight booking. So just take a guess, people. Let us see how many of you can be correct by clicking on the drop down and click on flight. Which drop down you want me to click, Satvik? Very good. So that is one option. Satvik says, fantastic, Satvik. Very good. So next to the new command page, you see a drop down. Next to the new command page, you see a drop down. You click on the drop down, and then you have 4 types of bookings that can be done. That is, create a new flight booking, that is air, create a new hotel booking, that is hotel, create a new car rental booking, that is car, or create any booking by adding the passenger names. So you can use this option to start the graphical interface. Is this the only option? Jairok says there is another option. Jairok says there is another option. So this is the option given by Satvik. So now Jairok says, why don't we click on file? So Jairaj says click on file. Okay, I click on file. Then what, Jairaj? Then where should I click after clicking on file? Then we should click on new booking file because I want to create a new booking. So I click on new booking file. Then if I want to create a flight booking, I will click on air. If I want to create a new hotel booking, I will click on hotel. If I want to create a car rental booking, new car rental booking, I will go ahead and click on car. Clear, people understood this part? So let us click on air and see if a third session will be opened. So I clicked on air, and now if you people see at the bottom of my screen, there are 3 sessions. There is one command page 1, there is the second command page 2, and the third session is booking file 3. So there are 2 cryptic sessions and 1 graphical interface session opened on my system. Clear, people understood how to start the graphical interface, how to start the command interface? Anybody has any doubts, any questions so far? Okay, so let us say I've been working on the system since morning and now I'm done with my shift and I will need to go home. I'm done with my work for the day and I would like to go home because my shift is over. So can I close my laptop? Can I shut down my laptop and go, or do I need to do something else? What should I do once my work is done for the day, my shift is ended? How should I come out of Amadeus? What should I do to sign out of Amadeus? How do I log out of Amadeus? Jorad says top right corner top. Okay. Saraswati says ignorant sign out. So here I am, Saraswati. Here I am. So I will ignore IG. And how do I sign out from here? I did IG since you told me to ignore. And how will I sign out? Save and close and the booking pages. Very good, Avni. But yes, I did not work anything. So I want to sign out. So Joyraj, you are right. You will need to click on the top right hand side. On the top right hand side, next to the about button, you see a human symbol. So there you also see your username. So you will need to click on the top right hand side. Once you click on the icon on the top right hand side, you will get the options. And what options do we have? I have the option to change the password or I have the option to sign up. So I can go ahead and click on sign out in case I want to sign out of Amadeus, or in case I want to change my password, I can go ahead and click on change password. Clear, people understood where do you find the sign out option? So the sign out option is available on the top right hand side under your username on the top right, and under once you click on that icon, you will be getting the option to sign out. And once you click on sign out, the system is going to reconfirm if you want to leave the application now. And if you want to sign out of the system, you will click on sign out and you will be signed out of the immediate selling platform connect. Clear? Anybody has any doubts, any questions on the signing into the application, signing out of application? All good? Okay, fine. Thank you for responding, people. As long as you respond to me, appreciated that one. So now let us go ahead and learn the topics. So I've signed in again and I want to access the command interface. I've signed in into a media system and I'm onto the main page screen and I would like to access the command interface. And where will I click to access the command interface? Where should I click to access the command interface? I will need to click on the new command page. So I would like to open two sessions of Amadeus. So I'm going to click on new command page 2 times so that I have the new command page interfaces or 2 sessions of the command interfaces. So one session is open and I'm going to open another session. Now, another important aspect when you are learning about Amadeus. Another important aspect of when you are learning the Amadeus. So when you are working on Amadeus or whenever you are working on something new, you may need help from time to time. Correct? So people who are already using Amadeus, in case if you are stuck, if you are working on something or you are trying to create a PNR, you are stuck, how are you going to take help in Amadeus? How are you people taking help in Amadeus currently? People who are already working on Amadeus. Satvik says HE. Okay. Vineet says by calling. By calling whom, Vineet? By calling whom? Okay. I have seen 2 options here. Third option, Joyraj says, can we use the chatbot at the bottom taskbar? Why not, Joyraj? You can. Can I help you? Option very good, Shova. Yes. So that is your Amadeus virtual chatbot. And what is the name of Amadeus virtual chatbot? Ask Amanda. So how can I help you? You click on this, it will be giving you the Ask Amanda page. So you can type whatever you want to ask Amanda. So you want to ask Amanda how to create PN. You can simply type how to create PN or how to add name. So how to add passenger name. So I go ahead and type how to add passenger name. Okay, looks like my training in my training it is not here. Let me add how to add name. So do you want to know how to add the name for an adult, a child, or a youth passenger? If I click on yes, it is going to give me the commands to add the passenger names. So it is going to give me the command. So this is the command to add the adult passenger. Then it is going to give me the command to add the child passenger. And this is the command to add the youth passenger. So this is Amanda for you, the Amadeus chatbot. And the first option is by using the HE command. So you can also enter HE name for more information in Amadeus. So it is going to give you the usage of the first option. So are these the only 3 options? Are there any other options? There are 2 more options for you. Let us see who's going to identify them. Are these the only 3 options of help? Are these the only 3 options of help? Show us is about Immediate browsing option. Very good, Satvik. So this is what Satvik is trying to release from the search solutions. From the search solutions, you can also browse the service hub. And what is service hub? Service hub is your one-stop shop for your immediate queries. Like for example, if you want to know some information which you are not aware about, like I wanted to know who is the person who landed on the moon first. I want to know the person who has landed on moon first. So anybody knows who landed on the moon first? Wow, only Neil Armstrong? Neil Armstrong. So what if you do not know? Neil Armstrong belongs to which country? So if there is some information which you are not aware about, if there is some information which you people are not aware about, then what will you do? So for example, if you people are not aware about this answer, what will you do? What you would have done? You would have opened a Google browser and then you would have checked it in the Google browser, right? So similarly, if you need any information related to images, no need to Google. You need to click on search solutions and then click on browse service hub. And once you click on browse service hub, if you are already registered, it is going to take you to this search the service hub home page. So this is how the service hub home page looks like. And on this page, you will be able to search like the Google search. So here you can type your question related to any inquiry or any help on images. Like I would like to know how to create PN. So I type how to create PNR and I go ahead and click on search. So the question what you are typing in the Google. So the question related to images, I will type it in the home page of the immediate service hub and it is going to give me the results. There are about 14,776 results. So I want to learn how to create the group PNR or I want to create a PNR. So do I need to click on option 1 or option 2 here? Which option is the relevant option? Are we learning to create a PNR or are we learning to create a group PNR? So we are learning to create a PNR in cryptic and I click my second option. Okay. So Saraswati, are we learning about group PNRs now? Are we learning about group PNRs in this session? So people, please focus. Okay. Please focus. Please do not do multitasking. So I will go ahead and click on the option number 2. And once I click on option number 2, it is going to display me the details about the PNR creation. It is going to tell me what is the full form of PNR. So it has opened the result. It is going to show me the procedure, what the full form of PNR. And in order to enter the PNR, we need some elements and these elements are all mentioned here. So I need the name element. So these are the commands that I will use to add the passenger names. Then I have the availability entry along with the selling command. And I have the contact details entry, AP entry, then followed by the ticketing arrangement, followed by the saving command. And these are the commands which are helpful for you and you can refer to these details using the help. Clear, people understood how to go through the service hub? Okay, so how did we reach to this page? So from the immediate system, I click on the search solutions and I click on browse service hub. If you are already registered, okay, if you are already registered, it will bring you to the whole service hub. And if you are not registered, what will happen? If you are not registered, it will ask you to register using your immediate user ID, password, and the office ID. These three things are important and you people may be aware about once you have subscribed to the immediate selling platform. Correct. And you can not only read the articles, you can also download the manuals. So this page, this service hub is not only to search for the questions and answers. This page also has different manuals. You see, there are various user guides. So if you want the user guide for this session, you can download the user guide from here also. I will also share the user guide with the people, but if you want to download it, you can also download the user guides here. Somebody was trying to record this session. So if you are interested to see the recommended videos, so you have different videos here. How to work on Amadeus using different articles are available to see different videos. If somebody is interested learning on their own, e-learning courses are also available. If somebody wants to go through the popular articles like the NDC, Amadeus Ticket Changer, so there are popular articles as well. You can go through the popular articles. So it's not that it is only a search page for your question and answers. It is also a search page for your user guides, the videos, the e-learnings, and the popular articles as well. Clear, people? Any questions on the service hub part? Okay, so this was your fourth option. So let me go ahead and write that help option, that is through Amadeus Service Hub. And the last option is about Amadeus live chat as well. So the way you are picking up the phone and calling up the Amadeus help desk. So instead of that, you can also do a live chat with the Amadeus help desk agent. And where will you find the option of live chat? You will find the option of the live chat under applications. So on my menu bar, okay, on my menu bar on the top, there is a option called as apps on the top. So once I click on apps, I will get the option of live chat. So does anybody see the option of live chat? So from here, I can go ahead and click on live chat. And once I click on live chat, it is going to ask me to enter the office ID, the agent credentials, etc., and your question. And once you enter and send it across, a immediate help desk agent will come online and he will help you over the live chat. So these are the 5 ways of taking help in Amadeus. Clear, people? Anybody has any questions related to the help part? Then let us go ahead and start our first topic, which is about encode or decode. So what is encode? Encode is when you have the name of the city or airport or location and we need a code. This is called as encode. Like IATA has defined multiple locations along with the IATA codes. So in order to get to those codes, we will have to learn the topic related to encode. Similarly, when we have the code of the city or airport or location and we need a name, this is called as decode. So this is the topic that we are going to learn now. So most of you may be aware about this, but still, since this is part of the course, so we will have to learn about encode and decode. Understood both these terms, people? What is encode? What is decode? So let us say there is a passenger. Okay, let us say there is a passenger who says that he would like to travel from Mumbai and he would like to go to London. He says he would like to travel from Mumbai, he would like to go to London. So in order to check this information in the system, first we will need to know the 3-letter code for Mumbai, 3-letter IATA code for London. Then only we can check something or then only we can do anything in the immediate system. So the command to encode is DAN and you can try to remember it as display all names. So DAN followed by the name of the city and the name of the city which my passenger wants to travel from is Mumbai. My command becomes DAN Mumbai. So display all names, that means I am asking the system to display the codes for the city called as Mumbai and the application is going to go ahead and check in the system and it gives you the city code as well as the airport code if available in the GPS. Clear, people? Understood the first command? The command is DAN, and I want to check the three-letter code for Mumbai. And you can try to remember the DN command as DAN. And I'm using the first character of display, the second character of all, and the first character of names N. So that's why my command becomes DAN and Mumbai. And let us go ahead and check what is the response from the system. So I go ahead and use DAN Mumbai. My command is repeated, and I have some abbreviations. A stands for airport, B stands for bus, C stands for city code, G stands for ground transportation, H stands for helipad, O stands for off point, R stands for railway station, and S stands for associated. So these are the abbreviations that are used, and you can refer to these abbreviations right below. And once I execute the command DAN Mumbai, how many Mumbais do I see on my screen? Do I see one Mumbai or do I see multiple Mumbais? So I see only one Mumbai. The spelling Mumbai, the city Mumbai, I see only one Mumbai. Okay, I see only one Mumbai. I'm speaking about the city Mumbai. So next to Mumbai, I see the three-letter code BOM and the abbreviation is C. That means the city code of Mumbai is BOM. So C means city code. C means city code. We'll come to that, Fatima, once we reach there. Offline point means a city without the airport. Then you have the airports. How many airports are there in Mumbai? How many airports are there in Mumbai? So A, you have to look for the abbreviation A. A means airport. So I have two abbreviations, A two times. So this means these are two airports. And the first airport code is BOM, which is Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Airport. It is 0 kilometers. It is located in India. It is located in Maharashtra. 0 kilometers means it is within the city center. And the second airport is Navi Mumbai Airport. This is the new airport which is being, it's almost done. Only commissioning part is left out, I believe. And the name of the airport is Navi Mumbai International Airport. The three-letter code is NMI, and it is away from the city. It is about 24 kilometers away from the city center. And this is another airport which is located again in India in Maharashtra. So this is how you will identify the city code or the airport code. Clear, people understood this part? Anybody has any questions on the first command, which is DAN? You can try to remember it as display all names. So I identified, okay, the three-letter city code for Mumbai is BOM, and my passenger said he was going to London. Now I want to know the three-letter code for London. So how will I identify the three-letter code for London? What command will I use? How will I check? Fantastic, Satvik. So I can go ahead and use again the DAN command followed by London. DAN, LONDON, LONDON, DAN London. So I use DAN London. How many Londons do I see on my screen? Is there one London on my screen? Is there two Londons on my screen? So there are two Londons on my screen. So let us go ahead and check the first London. So the first London, the city code is, what is the city code of the first London? The city code of the first London is YXU. And how many airports are there in that London? How many airports are there in that London? Is it one airport or two airports? So I see abbreviation A only once. I see the abbreviation. That means there is only one airport in the first London. The second one is this the airport? Is this the airport? No, it is the railway station. And which London is this? The first London is the London located where? It is the London located in Canada, Ontario state. It is the London located in Canada, Ontario state. So going forward, we will also learn how do I encode or decode the country. So you will come to know how you can encode or decode them. So that was your first London. What about the second London? The second London three-letter city code is LON. And where is this London located? Where is this London located? Any guesses? What is
Great
GB?
Britain.
Great Britain, United Kingdom, England. So the second London is the London located in Great Britain. Okay, so if at all you're handling the European and the North American market, then you will have to be careful with your passengers. So there could be two Londons. It could be a London in Canada or it could be a London in Great Britain. So it is a better idea. It is a good chance that your passenger may want to travel to Canada or Great Britain. So please do check with your passenger about traveling to which country. So London of Great Britain, how many airports are there in London of Great Britain? So there are about 7 airports in London of Great Britain, and the popular airports from this list of 7 is the London Heathrow Airport and the Gatwick Airport. These are the two popular airports nowadays. People are also traveling to Stansted or Southend as well. So it's not only 1 or 2 airports. There are about 3 to 4 popular airports in London. So if your passenger is traveling to London in Great Britain, then your three-letter city code is LON. Similarly, now my passenger says he is traveling to Faridabad. He wants to travel to Faridabad. So I want to know the three-letter code for Faridabad. So how can I check the three-letter code for Faridabad? So again, I will use DN followed by Faridabad. So I use DN followed by Faridabad. And do I have the three-letter code for Faridabad? What is the three-letter code for Faridabad? But I got a code here, Joyraj. QNF. QNF is the three-letter code for Faridabad. But what is the indicator next to QNF? What is the abbreviation? Abbreviation is O. O stands for offline point. So O means, which is a offline point, means a city. It is a city without airport. So if it is a city, Faridabad is a city without the airport, can your passenger fly to Faridabad then? Can your passenger fly to Faridabad? Then what will you tell your passenger? You cannot fly to Faridabad. You will have to fly to the nearest airport. You have to fly to the nearest airport. From that airport, you can travel by road. So either you can take a bus, a cab, a rail. So till the nearest airport, you can fly. So what do you think are the nearest airports to Faridabad? What do you think are the nearest airports to Faridabad? So instead of geographically checking, you can simply go ahead and write the same command Faridabad and add a slash followed by N. N stands for nearest airport. So the command is repeated DN followed by Faridabad slash N. It is going to give you the nearest 10 airports to Faridabad. So QNF is the city, Faridabad. It is in India, in Haryana, and the nearest airport is Delhi. Indira Gandhi International Airport. It is about 17 miles or 28 kilometers from Faridabad. Clear, people understood what is offline point? How do I check the nearest airports? Anybody has any questions on the encoding part so far? Anybody has any questions on the encoding part so far? Great. Now let us move on to the next city. Let us say, okay, we have gone to Faridabad, we have seen Mumbai, we have seen London. Now let us go to some chilly locations. Let us say my passenger wants to travel to Mahabalipuram. My passenger wants to travel to Mahabalipuram. So we have seen something in the north, in the west. Now let us come to the south. How do I check the letter code for Mahabalipuram? Like Faridabad, Mahabalipuram is also a location, it is a place. So I'll go ahead and use DAN,
DN
Maha,
Mahabali.
Mahabalipuram. So what is the three-letter code for Mahabalipuram? The three-letter code is showing us MAA. But MAA, is it a city? Is it a airport? What is MAA? It is a city or a airport? Then what is it? S stands for associated town. Stands for associated town. That means again it is a city without the airport. Again, it is a city without the airport. However, it is associated to the nearest airport city. So, like Faridabad is also a city without the airport, but it is offline point. It is denoted as offline point. But this city is already not having an airport, but it is already associated to the nearest airport city, which is MAA. And some of you are already telling what is MAA? MAA is your Chennai airport. And how do you people know about Chennai airport? Because you people are already working on MBDS or on the GDS or in the travel background. However, in case if you want to know what is MAA, for that you will have to use the decode command. Like we have learned DAN, DAN stands for display all names. So we are done with the encoding part. So we have seen the example of Mumbai, we have seen the example of London, we have seen the example of Faridabad, we have seen the example of Mahabalipuram. But now I wanted to know what is this MAA? So this time do I have a name or do I have a code? This time do I have a name or do I have a code? So I have a code. Then what is the command that I will use? So I'll use the command DAC, which you can try to remember it as display all codes. So Joseph, what happened in the earlier example? What happened in the earlier example? So did the give the cities with all the names? Did we see one London in Canada? Did we see one London in Great Britain? Correct?
Yes, yes.
So similarly, we will see like that. So now we have to use the command DAC because I want to city is MAA. Which city is MAA? So I'll go and use DAC followed by MAA. And which city is MAA? What is the city? The name of the city is Chennai. So even though Mahabalipuram doesn't have an airport, the closest city near to Mahabalipuram is Chennai. So what IATA has done is they have associated the Mahabalipuram city to the nearest airport Chennai. So that's why we are getting MAA as a code. So passenger will have to travel to Chennai and from there it is about 48 kilometers and whichever way is the convenient way for the passenger to travel to Mahabalipuram from Chennai airport, he will travel. And where is Chennai located? Where is Chennai located? Chennai is located in India, Tamil Nadu. Clear, people understood the encoding and decoding command? So whenever you have the names of the locations or the cities or the airports, we'll use DAN command. If you have the three-letter code of the city, three-letter code of the airport, or three-letter code of the location, in that case, we'll be using the DAC command. Clear with everyone? So we have learned about encode decode of the locations. Now let us move on to the airlines. How do I encode or decode the airline? So the command to encode the or decode the airline is DNA. So there is only one command to encode or decode the airline, and the command is DNA, and you can try to remember it as display name of airline. And let us say my passenger wanted to travel with Emirates. Let us say my passenger wanted to travel with Emirates. Now, is the passenger giving you the name or the code? The passenger is giving you the name. He said Emirates. So you will use DNA with the name of the airline. So this is how you will encode the airline. So I will go ahead and use DNA followed by the name of the airline. So it is going to give me the required result on my screen. So I type DNA Emirates, my command is repeated, and I get the two-letter code of Emirates. And what is the two-letter code for Emirates? EK is the two-letter IATA code. And then what is UAE? UAE is the three-letter ICAO code.
ICAO.
That is your International Civil Aviation Organization code, and the first one is International Air Transport Association code. And then what is 176? Any guesses? What is
Airline's
176?
ticket.
Fantastic. The airline.
Ticket stop.
The
Airline
airline ticket designator. In short, if a passenger is traveling with Emirates and his ticket is issued on Emirates, his ticket number always begins with 176. And then finally, you have Emirates, that is the name of the airline. International Civil Aviation Organization. Okay, Tangavel? International Civil Aviation Organization. So this is how you can get the two-letter code of the airline if you have the name of the airline. So I know the name of the airline, and the two-letter code of the airline for Emirates is EK. This is one way of using the DNA command. Now there could be a situation wherein your passenger says that, okay, I am flying on flight EK 251. Your passenger says, I am flying, okay, let us take a different one. I am flying on BA 256. So your passenger is saying, I am flying on the flight number BA 256. Now, what is the two-letter code BA? Which airlines two-letter code is that? When it says British Airways, fantastic. Vinith is already working in the travel industry, that's why he knows it. If you do not know, then in that case, you will go ahead and use DNA BA. So you'll get the same kind of response. So I type DNA followed by BA. It says the name of the airline is British Airways. So the response remains the same. Clear, people understood this part? Then there could be a situation I am holding a ticket number 006 hyphen number. So this is my ticket number. And what is my ticket number beginning with? What is my ticket number beginning with? My ticket number is beginning with 006. So I want to know which airline's ticket is the passenger holding. So in that case also, we can go ahead and use the DNA command with 006. So passenger is holding the ticket with which airline? Passenger is holding it with Delta Airlines. So this DNA command can be used in three different ways. One, with the name of the airline. Two, with the two-letter code of the airline. Three, with the airline ticket designator. Clear, people understood how do I encode or decode the airlines? Then comes the next part. Do these airlines manufacture the aeroplanes? Do these airlines manufacture the aeroplanes? Then who manufactures the aeroplanes? So you have Airbus and Boeing. These are the two biggest manufacturers of the aeroplanes. Airbus and Boeing. These are the two biggest manufacturers of the airplanes. So, in case if you want to code or decode the aircrafts, which are called as equipments. Aircrafts are called as equipments in images. So, you can encode or decode that by using the command DNE, and which you can write as display name of equipment. So, if I want to decode 350, I want to decode the equipment or the aircraft type 350. So I can go ahead and type DME 350. So display name of equipment 350. The system is going to give me the answer. What is this 350? So I go ahead and type DME 350. So who is the manufacturer of this aeroplane? Who is the manufacturer of this aeroplane? This aeroplane or this aircraft is manufactured by Airbus. Airbus Industries. What kind of aircraft is this? Is this a wide body or a narrow body? So W means wide body. An aircraft with more than one aisle is your wide body aircraft. An aircraft which has got only one aisle is called a narrow body. Aircraft more than one aisle is called a wide body. So this aeroplane, this equipment operates on the jet fuel transmission. It can have a minimum capacity of 270 seats and it cannot have more than 440 seats. So with this minimum and maximum configuration, the Airbus Industries can manufacture a Airbus 350 aeroplane. Clear, people understood? How do I encode or how do I decode the equipment? Similarly, if I want to decode a Boeing aircraft. So my passenger is traveling on a Boeing 737. So he wants to know what is this 737? Who is the manufacturer? So in that case, I can go ahead and type DNE 737 and it is going to give me the aircraft manufacturer. So the 737 is a Boeing manufactured equipment. And what kind of aircraft is this? Narrow body or wide body? So this is a narrow body aircraft. The narrow body means in this aircraft, there is only one aisle, one pathway where the passengers can walk. So that's why it is denoted with the letter N. What is the maximum capacity of this aircraft? What is the maximum capacity of this aircraft? The maximum capacity is it can have up to 189 seats and the minimum capacity is 104. Jet fuel transmission, Anuj. It operates on jet fuel transmission. So it is your transmission type. And it can have up to 104 minimum number of seats. Clear? Anybody has any questions on encoding or decoding the equipments? Then comes the last part of encoding decoding, which is encode or decode the country. How do I encode or decode the country? So you can try to remember it as DC, which stands for display country.
Display country.
You can try to remember it as display country. This is very, very important because there is a lot of information when we is displayed when we encode or decode the country. And I want to encode our country, India. So my command becomes DC followed by India. So I'll go and type DC followed by India. See what will be the response DC India. So DC India I type and I get the 2-letter code of India. The 2-letter code of India is I. The name of the country is India. India is located in the Asia region and Andaman Islands are part of the Asia region in India. And where is India located as per IATA? As per IATA, India is located in traffic conference area 3. So what IATA has done is it has divided the whole planet into 3 parts, which is TC1, TC2, and TC3. And TC stands for traffic conference area. What is the currency of India? What is the currency of India? The currency of India is rupee. The currency of India is rupee, and the 3-letter code is INR, which is called as Indian rupee. So the currency of India is rupee, and the 3-letter code in GDS is INR. So airlines use the code INR for the publishing the domestic fares. Airline uses INR as the code for publishing the international fares. That's why you see INR for local as well as international fares. Any passenger willing to travel or wants to travel out of India, what is required? What is the document required if any passenger wants to travel out of India? The basic document required to travel out of India is passport. And whenever you are entering the passport details, okay, whenever you are entering the passport details, enter the nationality of the passenger and the country of issuance. Whenever you are entering the passport or visa details, you have to enter the nationality of the passenger as well as the country of issuance of the passport. And what is the 3-letter code for the nationality for Indian citizens? That is IND. And where will you get this? You will get it only when you do the encode decode of the country. So that is the reason I told you the encode decode of country is very important. Is very important because it gives you 2 important informations. One is the currency code of the country. 2, it gives you the 3-letter code, citizenship, or the nationality of the passenger. That's why the encode and decode of the country is very important. Clear, people, understood? Similarly, if you want to decode, so we have seen the code CA. What is CA? So I'll type BCCA. This is going to give me what is CA? The code 2-letter code CA belongs to Canada. Where is Canada? Canada is in North America. And as per IATA, Canada falls under traffic conference area 1. And what is the currency of Canada? It is dollar and it is called as Canadian dollar. And the 3-letter code is CAD. And the Canadian citizenship code, the 3-letter code is CAN. So you can use the same command either to encode the country or decode the country. Clear, people? Anybody has any questions on encoding and decoding part? So these are the 5 commands we have learned. DAN in case of the name of the airport, name of the city. TAC in case the 3-letter code of the city, 3-letter code of the airport. DNA in terms of the airline. So you can try to remember it as the last letters. N for names are given. C for ports are given. So the first 2 are related to the airports and the cities. Next, DNA. A stands for airline. So the 3rd command is related to the airlines. 4th is DNE. E stands for equipments. That is aircraft types. And DC, C stands for country, display country. So like this, if you can remember, things will only become easier for you whenever we are working on the commands part. Nandana, Sanil, you tell me what is DAN? How did you remember the command DAN? So did you join late, Nandana, by any chance? Were you not present when we were discussing about the DAN, DAC commands? So DAC is the command to decode the city. So you can try to remember it as display all codes. So if somebody is giving me a 3-letter code IDR, Somebody is giving me a 3-letter code IDR. So what command will I use? Will I use DAN or will I use DAC? I will have to use DAC because somebody has given me a code. So I will go ahead and type DAC followed by IDR. And which city are we speaking about? IDR is the city. Which city is IDR? IDR is the Indore city. And where is Indore located? Indore is located in India, in Madhya Pradesh. Clear, people? Anybody else apart from Nandana has any questions on the encoding decoding part? So it's almost 1 hour 45 minutes. What do you think? Shall we take a short 5 to 10 minutes break? Media's basic functionality. So I am putting that in the chat box. That is a PDF guide, the training guide. So it will be available in your chats in another 30 seconds from now. So it's about 8 to 9 MB file or close to 10 MB file. So can somebody check and confirm if it is available now? So request you people to download it and keep it. And I will also open that in my screen and show you how to navigate through that. So let me open the reference guide. So this is how the reference guide looks like. So it has got about 200 pages. And this is the Amadeus Selling Platform Connect, the reservation training manual. I hope everybody can see my screen. Okay, so it has got the index along with all the topics. So how do I log in? How do I change the duty code? What is one-time password? Log out, changing the password, navigation, and then what about the service hub, what we discussed, and then we did the topic of encode and decode. The topic of encode decode is from chapter number 7. Okay, so the page number for the same is 54. So either you can scroll down or you can type the page number here in the search, and you'll be able to go to that page number 54, that is chapter number 7 for encode and decode. So this is what we learned about encode and decode. So this way you can browse through all the commands, and the help pages are also available in the training manual. Clear, people? Okay. Then before we go ahead and start, okay, just a quick announcement that this training program can be e-certified. So if anybody is interested in regards to the e-certification of this course, so you can get in touch with your account manager. There will be nominal charges for the evaluation. And once you successfully completed the evaluation, you will be issued with an e-certificate. So if anybody is interested in regards to the certification of this course, please get in touch with your account manager. There will be nominal charges for the same. Okay, so let us go ahead and start with the next topic, which is the Amadeus information system. So we said at the beginning of introduction to Amadeus, we said Amadeus is a GDS. GDS stands for Global Distribution System. So wherein there are travel sellers who are providing the information about their products. So since it is a GDS, there is lots of information, and that information can be accessed through the Amadeus information system. And how do you access this? You access it by using the command GG. GG followed by the three-letter code for Amadeus Information System is AIS. And you can try to remember it as Go Get Amadeus Information System. Okay. So all the information related to the Amadeus Information System is available under the GGAIS pages. So let us go ahead and execute this command and see what information is available in the Amadeus Information System. So I'll go ahead and execute GGAIS command. And once I use the command, I have the Amadeus Information System pages. So my command is repeated and I get the Amadeus Information System pages, and it is welcoming us to the Amadeus Information pages. So all the pages are loaded in the alphabetical order along with the name of the topic. So if you look at the topics, all the topics are in the alphabetical order. So the topics beginning with A are coming up first, the topics beginning with B are coming up first, then the topics with C. And what is the command that you will need to enter? That command is also given to here on the screen. So the first topic is about air alliances list. So has anybody heard about air alliances in the travel industry? So what are the three popular alliances in the travel industry? Is there anybody who doesn't know what is air alliance? Is there anybody who doesn't know what is air alliance? So group of airlines coming together and forming a alliance is called as air alliance. Group of airlines coming together for their mutual benefits, for the benefit of the passengers. Okay. Group of airlines coming together and forming an alliance is called as air alliance. And there are three popular alliances in our travel industry. Like somebody has already typed, Star Alliance is one of the popular alliance. One World is one of the popular alliance. And what is the last alliance? Sky Team is another popular alliance. So these are the three popular alliances. Very good, Bertin. Thank you, Bertin, and thank you, Satvik. And if I want to see the list of the alliances, I can go ahead and use the command GG alliance. So if I go ahead and type GG, that is go get, and type the word alliance, it is going to give me the air alliances list. So these are the names of the alliances given here. One World is the one alliance, Star Alliance is another alliance, and Sky Team is the third alliance. And if you want to see the list of the airlines, okay, if you want to see the list of the airlines which are part of the air alliances, you will need to enter GP1. If you want to see the list of the airlines of One World, if you want to see the list of the airlines for Star Alliance, what will you enter? If you want to see the list of the airlines of Star Alliance, what will you enter?
GPSTA.
And go ahead and enter GPSTA. So you can go ahead and type GPSTA, and it is going to give me the list of the airlines of Star Alliance. So you can try to remember the GPS go to page. STA is the three-letter code for Star Alliance in Amadeus. So if I type GPSTA, it is going to give me the list of the airlines which are part of the Star Alliance. So there are popular airlines like Air Canada, Lufthansa, Swiss, Air India, Air New Zealand, United Airlines. These are all popular airlines. Singapore Airlines. Okay, these are the airlines of the Star Alliance partners. Clear, people understood how to browse through these pages? I want to go back to the Amadeus information system. I want to go back to the Amadeus information system. So what command did I use to display the Amadeus information system? I used GG, that is go get, followed by Amadeus information system AIS. It is going to display me back the Amadeus information system. Similarly, I want to go through the airport information. Let us say I want to check the Mumbai airport information. So is there any page related to the airports? So airport information, GGAPT, GGAPT. And we are looking for which airport information do I need? I am looking for Mumbai airport. So when it is related to the airport, I will need to write the three-letter code of the airport. If it is related to the airline, I will need to write the two-letter code of the airline. So GG, APT followed by BON. Okay. Go get airport APT for Mumbai. So it is going to give me the general information about the Mumbai airport along with the name of the airport follows what time zone, the airport is located where, the two-letter code of the country, where is the airport positioned. It is about 18 miles or 29 kilometers out of north of Mumbai. And for general inquiries, this is the phone number. So like this, you can get the general information about the airports as well.
Sir, I have a question.
Mhm.
So you said GG airport BOM Bombay.
So I
So
said
if in case
the
I don't
for the airport information, the command is GGAPT
APT, and
followed
if in
by the
case I
three-letter code.
don't, if in case I don't have the code, how do I search, sir?
So in case you don't have the code, first you will have to encode it. And how will you do
Encode
the
it. Okay.
encoding part?
By typing the name of the airport.
DAN followed by the
DAN.
name.
Yes, you're right.
Then type DAN Heathrow, and it is going to give you the three-letter code for Heathrow. So the three-letter code for Heathrow is LHR. Then I can
Okay.
go ahead and use GGAPT with LHR.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Now we said that the Amadeus information system pages are in the alphabetical order. So I want to see the next topics after this page. This page has about 11 to 12 topics. How do I go to the next page? How do I go to the next page? So when it says MD, what is MD? MD stands for move down one page. And MB is move bottom, go to
Last page.
last page. MU, move up one page up. And MT is move top, that is go to first. So these are your scrolling commands. These are applicable on any of the scrolling screens. So wherever you see more information available on those screens, you will have to use these commands to scroll between the screens, scroll between the pages. Are these scrolling commands clear to everyone? Anybody has any questions on these scrolling commands? So I'll go ahead and type move down and then look for other information. So whenever I create bookings on Amadeus, okay, whenever I create bookings on Amadeus, if I want to check my itinerary online, is there any website for my Amadeus bookings? If I have created any bookings for Amadeus and if I want to check my itinerary online, is there any website that I can check? What is the first topic that you will see on my screen? Check My Trip. So Check My Trip is a website which is owned by Amadeus as well, and it is going to give you the Amadeus online itinerary. And if you want information related to this website, you can go ahead and use this command ggcmt. It is going to give you the details about how to go through this website, information related to this website. Next, there are other important informations on this page, and there is one very important information about the participating carrier agreements. Now, before I show you that page, okay, or before I discuss about this page, let me ask you people a question. Can I make the bookings for every airline in Amadeus? Can I make the bookings for every airline in Amadeus? Why not Satvik? Why not Vineet? Why not Pranab? Why yes, Sangvel? Why no Saraswati? What is the reason? Why cannot I make the bookings? Why no Mary? Why no Joyraj? Yes, your answers are correct. Whoever is telling no is the correct answer. But what has the reason? Fantastic, Satvik. So We can only make the bookings of the airlines which are having the participating carrier agreement. Okay, we need to have the participating carrier agreement. Only those airlines can be booked if there is a participating carrier agreement between the airline and the GDS. So initially we have seen when we are doing the encoding decoding, we have seen three airlines. We have seen Emirates, we have seen British Airways, we have seen Delta Airlines. So now let us go ahead and check if these airlines can be booked. So if I want to check if I can make the bookings for Emirates. So what is the two-letter code for Emirates? EK. So to check the participating carrier agreement in the system, I will have to use the command ggpca followed by the two-letter code of the airline which I want to check. So I want to check if I can make the bookings for Emirates in Amadeus or not. So I'll go ahead and use EK. And once I execute the command, it is going to give me the participating carrier access and the function level. And it gives me some information related to the levels of access, the functionality levels, and what are the booking date range, etc. So this indicates that yes, I can make the bookings for Emirates in Amadeus system, and it participates with the Amadeus access cell. The booking range is about, I can make up to 339 days in advance, and advance seat reservation can be done up to 340 days. And they also update their schedules. They also give the availability of the Amadeus access. So by looking at this page, I will come to know that yes, I can go ahead and make the bookings for Emirates in Amadeus. Does Emirates Airlines use Amadeus in their offices? So RTR reservation means Amadeus reservation system. That is another name for Amadeus, that is RTR reservation. So when you see RTR reservation as yes, that means that particular airline is also using Amadeus in their offices. So do you see a yes there or do you see a blank? So there is a blank next to RTR reservation. That means Emirates doesn't use Amadeus in their offices. They use some other GDS or some other CRS. But however, can we make the Emirates flight bookings in Amadeus? Yes, we can make the bookings for Emirates in Emirates. Similarly, if I want to check if I can make the bookings for, let us say, Air India. I want to check if I can make the bookings for Air India. So how do I check if I can make the bookings for Air India in Amadeus or not? Again, I will go ahead and use the participating carrier page ggpca followed by AI. So ggpca followed by AI, it is going to show me the participating carrier access and the function level for Air India. So yes, I can go ahead and sell the seats for Amadeus Airlines, Air India Airlines in Amadeus. Does Air India uses Amadeus in their offices? So under RTR reservation, it says yes. So that means Amadeus, Air India uses Amadeus in their offices. Similarly, I want to check if I can make the bookings for a carrier called Nam Air. I want to check if I can make the bookings for Nam Air. So does anybody know the two-letter code for Nam Air? Does anybody know the two-letter code for Nam Air? If we don't know, how do we check the two-letter code for Nam Air? If we don't know, how do we check the two-letter code for Nam Air?
Dan and the name of the airport.
It says IN, Joyraj says DN. DN is used for
DLC.
airline. DAN or DAC is used for airlines or cities or airports. Very good, Tangavel. We'll have to use DNA followed by Nam Air. And what is the two-letter code for Nam Air? The two-letter code for Nam Air is IN. So let us go ahead and check if we can make the bookings for Nam Air in Amadeus. So ggpca followed by, what is the two-letter code for Nam Air? It is IN. So I'll go ahead and use IN. So can I make the bookings for Nam Air in Amadeus? No, we cannot make the bookings for Nam Air in Amadeus. because it is not a valid Amadeus participating carrier, because there is no agreement between non-air and Amadeus. That's why we cannot make the bookings for non-Korean Amadeus. Clear, people understood how to check the participating agreements? So this command is very, very important. So please do make a note of it. I am going to also share this in the chat. And okay, to display Amadeus information system. So we are going to come back to this participating carrier agreement again when we are discussing about the availability. If time permits, you'll come back to this participating carrier agreement again today, or by tomorrow first part, we'll be discussing or we'll be coming back again to the participating carrier agreements. GGPC SV, you want me to do that command, Hamad? You want me to do that command? Why did you type that? Okay, GGPCA. SV, what is SV Airlines? Saudi Arabian Airlines. So what do you want me to check here? So can we make the bookings for Saudi Airlines in Amadeus? Yes, it is participating with the Amadeus as access cell, and they give a booking range of 361 days. They are using RTR reservation, and they also provide the interactive seat map, and seat selection can be done up to 361 days in advance. Okay, Ahmad. Anybody has any questions on the Amadeus information system or the participating carrier agreements page? So two important commands, GGEIS to display the Amadeus information system. So this is the main page. So from this page, you will get all the commands, whatever commands are related for each topic are available under this page. So as long as you remember this page, and if you do not remember this page, at least remember the participating carrier agreement. So this is to check the participating carrier agreements. Wherein XX is the two-letter code of airline. So let me put it again in the chat so that if anybody has copying it, you can go ahead and do it. Now coming to the next important topic, which is about the Amadeus Air functionality. So let me share my notepad as well so that I can type the information in the notepad again. So we are going to start with a new topic, which is Amadeus Air functionality. So Amadeus Air has three different functionalities, and the first functionality is the timetable functionality. And the second functionality is availability functionality. How do I check the availability in Amadeus? And the third functionality is the schedule functionality. That is SL. So these are the commands related to each functionality. So what is the timetable functionality? What is it going to display as? Have you people heard about timetable? If so, what is the functionality? What is the feature? What is the definition about the timetable functionality? It shows all flight timings, or will it show the number of flights or the frequency of flights? So timetable is the functionality which is going to display the frequency of flights. Frequency of flights or number of flights operating during a week. Okay, so timetable is the functionality or number of flights which are operating during a week. And the command for the timetable begins with TN. TN is the command which stands for timetable neutral. And I want to check the timetable, let us say for the 25th of July. So DD triple M is the format followed by the city pair. And let us say I want to check the timetable between Delhi to Dubai. So in this, TN is the command, 25 July is the date, which is DD triple M format, the first three characters of the month, and I want to check the timetable between the city pair, Delhi to Dubai. So this is the basic command for the timetable. Clear, people? Anybody has any questions on this basic command? Sarthik says if you want to check with specific flights, what do you mean by specific flights, Sarthik? So you're asking if you want to check for a specific flight number? So we'll come to that part, Sarthik. Let us do it step by step. Okay. So like I told you at the beginning of the session, people, there are mix of participants. There are some people who are already using Amadeus. There are some people who are learning for the first time. So let us take everybody and then proceed further. Okay. So I've done the basic command for the timetable for the 25th of July between Delhi to Dubai. My command is repeated and the timetable is displayed for how many days, how many weeks, how many months. The timetable is displayed for how many days, how many weeks, how many months. What is the range here? Is it displayed for 1 day, 1 week, 1 month? It is displayed for a period of 1 week, 25th of July till the 1st of August. And how many reference line numbers do you people see on my screen? How many reference line numbers do you people see on my screen? There are 12 reference line numbers. There are 12 line numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 till line number 12. I'm speaking about the line numbers on the left hand side. Okay. I hope everybody can see my immediate screen. Okay. So now let us refer to the, okay, Suraj. Now let us refer to the flight in line number 8. So I'm going to take you through the flight in line number 8, then we'll discuss about other lines. So the flight in line number 8 is AI 917. So AI 917 is the flight number. So we are speaking about line number 8. Okay. So the flight in line number 8 is AI 917, that is Air India 917. Then next to that is the indicator. The indicator is D. That means the flight operates daily. D stands for the operational days. D stands for daily. And the flight operates from Delhi. Delhi is the origin or the departure city. And 3 is the departure terminal. Then DXB is the destination or the arrival city. And 1 is the terminal. So the flight is arriving in Terminal 1, Dubai. So arrival terminal. What is the departure time of the flight? What is the departure time of the flight? Line number 8, what is the departure time?
9:50 a.m.
So 0950 is the departure time. And this is your local time of departure airport. That means this is your Delhi departure time. Then what is the arrival time of the flight?
12:10 p.m.
So arrival time, this is your local time of arrival airport. Then you have the 0 Then you have a 0 after the arrival time and departure time. Sorry, departure time and arrival time. 0 is 0 stops. That means this flight is a having 0 stops, or it is non-stop. 0 means 0 stops. Then the validity of this timetable is 30th of March 2025. This is your effective from. So timetable for this flight is effective from 30th of March 25 till 25th of October 2025. So the flight in line number 8, the timetable dates, validity dates, the effective dates are within this period, and the equipment, the aircraft type used for this flight is 321. What is 321? 321 is the Airbus aircraft. And then it gives you the time duration, that is 0350. 0350 is your
Travel time.
flight duration or the travel time or the elapsed time. Clear, people? Anybody has any questions, any doubts on the line number 8?
Yes, like what's the 30th March 25 to 25th October 25? Like the timetable will change after that or
Maybe,
something like
maybe. It may or it may not. It depends. The airline will be publishing a new timetable within that period of time. So the timetable validity is from the 30th of March 25 to the 25th of October 25 currently. Clear? Anybody has any doubts on reading the line number 8?
Sir, I have a question.
Mhm.
Sir, on the line number 8, the equipment is 321.
Mhm.
Below that, it says 77W. So W
Mhm.
stands for wide.
So it could be wide or it may be a model of the aircraft. So if you want to know, you can go ahead and type DME
Okay,
77W. It is going to give you what kind of aircraft it is. So it is a model of the
it's a
aircraft.
wide.
Yes, it could be a
Wide.
wide body and it's a Boeing aircraft with 777-300 extended range aircraft.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Now on the similar lines, if you look at the flight in line number 5, if you look at the flight in line number 5, what is the flight number in line number 5?
788.
What is the flight number? Is 788 flight number or the equipment number?
929 is the flight.
AI 929 is the flight number. So we are speaking about flight in line number 5. So AI 929. And then does it operate on daily basis? Is it showing D next to flight number? What does it show?
Yes, daily.
929, is it
No,
showing D?
no,
No,
no.
no.
Then
3567.
3567.
that means operates on day 3, day 5, day 6,
Basic.
and 7. That means operates on Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So those are your days of the operation. 1 being Monday, 2 being Tuesday, 3 being Wednesday. That's how you will read the days of operation. Clear, people? Understood? And on the similar lines, if you look at the flight in line number 2. What about flight in line number 2? What are the days of operations?
X25.
X, 2 and 5. Meanings what? X, 2, 5 means what?
Tuesday and Friday.
X, 2, 5 means operates on all days. X means except day 2 and 5. That means does not operate on Tuesday and Friday. Clear, people? Understood? So D means daily. D means daily. X means it operates on all the days except whatever the days are mentioned, that is there. Or if you see 1 to 5, that means operates on day 1, 2, and 5. That is Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. So these are the 3 types of indicators that will come across. Clear, people? Understood the basic command for the timetable? Aishwarya, did you understand this complete example? So I've taken you through the 3 different types here in this example. Anybody has any concerns, any questions related to this timetable? So when we are doing this command of the basic timetable, are we getting the timetable for a specific airline? Are we getting the timetable for all the airlines?
The one which you have agreement with us.
So I am getting Emirates, I am getting Air India, I am getting Fly Dubai. So is there any option to check only for a specific airline? Is there any option to check for a specific airline? So what is the option? How do I use it? So I can add /A followed by the airline code. /A followed by the airline code. So /A means specific airline and AI is the 2-letter code for Air India. Okay. So this is what I wrote for Air India. So let us go ahead and execute this and check what will be the difference. So in Amadeus, if I want to recall my entry, so I don't have to retype my entry. I can recall the entry by using Alt top arrow. So Alt plus top arrow. So people, are you people not able to see my Amadeus screen? Okay. Yorat says,
There is a lag, sir.
okay,
There is a lag when you are switching screens.
okay. Okay, fine. So hopefully I don't see anything at my end. Everything looks to be fine. Okay. So to recall your last entry in Amadeus, you will use Alt plus top arrow. Okay. So if I want to recall my last entry, I can use Alt plus top arrow. So Alt top arrow /AAI. So now I am getting the timetable only for the Air India Airlines. So do I get any other airline now? Do I see any other airline in this example? No, I am not getting any other airline. I am getting only the Air India example. Clear, people? Understood the timetable part? Anybody has any concerns, any questions related to the timetable? Now, if you look at my screen, how many line numbers do you people see on my screen? There are 9 line numbers. Line number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So from line 1 till line 6. Each line, how many flights? Each line has got how many flights? I'm speaking about each line. Each line has got 1 flight. Each line has got 1 flight. And are all these flights non-stop? Are all these flights non-stop? Line number 1 to 6. So I see 0 here, I see 0 here, I see 0 here, till line number 6, I see 0 here. But what about from line number 7? from line 7 till 9. Each line, how many flights? Each line has got 2 flights. Each line has got 2 flights. So if you read line number 7 carefully, passenger will be departing out of on Air India 2941, which operates on daily basis from Delhi, Terminal 3, comes to Mumbai, Terminal 2, departs 16:30, arrives 18:55, and this is a non-stop flight. So AI 2941 is a non-stop flight. Passenger get downs in Mumbai at 18:55 and it connects in Mumbai, and the Mumbai flight is AI 983 and it departs from Mumbai at 8:25 p.m. or 20:25 and arrives 21:55 or 9:55 p.m. local time, Dubai. So this kind of journey is called your connecting flight journey. Clear, people understood this display? Okay, so that was about the timetable. So that was our first functionality of Amadeus A. Now let us move on to the second functionality. Let us move on to the second functionality. What is the second functionality? What is the second functionality? The second functionality is availability. What is the feature of availability? What is it going to display? Like timetable is going to display the frequency of flights. So what is availability going to display then? What is the availability command going to display? Seat availability, to check the seat availability. Fantastic. Availability of the seats in the flight. So availability command is going to display the available or number of seats available for a travel agent to book or wait list. Availability is going to display the number of seats available for a travel agent to book or wait list for a particular date. So what will be changing in the command then? What will change in this command? Instead of TN, we'll be using AN. Instead of TN, we'll be using the AN command. So AN, instead of TN, I will be using AN. Instead of TN, we'll be using the AN. This is the availability neutral command. And similarly, if I want to check for a specific airline, here also I'll be using only AN instead of TN. So this is your availability neutral. Okay. So let us go ahead and do the command AN 25th of July, Delhi, London. So instead of Dubai, this time I'm taking it for Delhi, London. So I've done the availability. I hope everybody can see my media screen. There is no lag anymore. So this is my availability screen and my command is repeated, which is here. And then I get the availability of the flights. And this is for immediate availability traveling to London. And we are getting a number 32. Anybody knows what is this number 32? What is this number 32? 32 stands for number of flights, number of seats. What is number 32? So what is today's date, people? Today is what date? Today is 23rd of June. Okay, today is 23rd of June. After 32 days is the departure date. After 32 days is the travel date. You are checking the availability 32 days in advance. 32 days is number of days to travel. This 25th of July, a Saturday. Is 25th of July a Saturday? What is 25th of July? Is it Saturday? No, it is a Friday. And the availability of seats is shown on the 25th of July from midnight 000. So whatever is the first flight after midnight 0000, that particular flight will be displayed on the screen. And the first flight after midnight is 0135, which is British Airways 14. And currently there are about 9 line numbers on my screen. Currently there are about 9 line numbers on my screen. Now, like timetable, we will discuss the flight in line number 2. So, what is the flight number in line number 2? What is the flight number in line number 2? The flight number in
142.
line, just you will say 142. Line number 2, we are speaking about line number 2, people. So please focus, check what is it? Is it just 142 or BA 142? So it
PA
is
142.
British Airways 142. So the first column after the line number is the flight number BA 142. So we are speaking about line number 2, which is BA 142. This is your flight number. Then after the flight number, you see J, C, D, R, W. What are these classes or what are these alphabets called? These are called your booking classes or class of bookings. Okay. So after the flight number, you see the alphabets. Those alphabets are called as classes or booking classes or RBDs as well. They're also called as RBDs. Like Zayan says, Zayan, what is the full form of RBD? Zayan says RBD, what is the full form of RBD? So RBD stands for Reservation Booking Designator. Okay. Then each class, okay, each booking class has got respective number of seats. So you see J9, J9 means J is the booking class. J is the booking class, and there are 9 or more seats available in J class. Why 9 or more? Because those are the least number of seats that you can book. In Amadeus or in any GDS, you can book a maximum of 9 seats. So that's why whenever you see a number 9 next to the booking class, that means those are at least number of seats available. That's why I wrote J9 means there are 9 or more seats available in the J class. Similarly, in line number 2, in P class, in Tango class, in T class, how many seats are available? Next to T, you see the number 5. So is it 5 seats or 5 or more seats?
5 seats.
So whenever you see any other number than the 9, so that means those are the number of seats that are available. So you see T5, that means T is the booking class. And there are 5 seats only. Similarly, in line number 2, R class, how many seats are available? Similarly, in line number 2, R class, how many seats are available?
8.
So is it 8 or more or only 8? It is only 8 seats are available. On the similar lines, if you look at the booking class G, G as in gold. Booking class G, G as in gold, how many seats are available? Okay, Surichi, 8 means only 8, not more. So any other number than 9 is only those number of seats, Surichi. Okay. So GL, GL or any class. So if you see something like, let us say K, or let me take Q, QL, QL, or you see Q0, that means Q is the booking class and You can try for wait list. Yes, the seats are not available, but you can also try for the wait list if the airline permits. Clear, people understood all the indicators? Anybody has any questions on the booking classes or the number of seats next to each booking class? Then you have the departure city, departure Delhi, Terminal 3, arrival London Heathrow, Terminal 5. What is this 135? What is this 135 for the flight in line number 2?
Departure time.
Departure time. What is 640 in line number 2?
Arrival time.
Arrival.
So 135 departure time, 640 arrival time. Then you have E as in echo. So what does this E indicates? E indicates what? After the arrival time, you see E. What electronic, Satvik? Electronic ticketing is required. Okay. So E means electronic ticketing is required. E means electronic ticketing is required. And then you see 0. 0 after E means 0 stops. And then you see for line number 2, you see that 788 is your aircraft equipment. So 788 is your aircraft type. So any aircraft type beginning with 7, what kind of aircraft is this? Airbus or Boeing? So any aircraft beginning with 7 is always Boeing. Any aircraft beginning with 3 is always Airbus. And then it takes 9 hours 35 minutes to complete the flight journey. So 09:35 is the duration of the flight. Clear, people? Anybody has any doubts, any questions on this part? Is line number 2 clear to everyone? So Akina, if you want to identify which aircraft you want to identify, Akina, you tell me. Very good, Joyraj. So if you want to identify what is 788, you can simply type DNE followed by the equipment. 788, it is going to give you what type of aircraft it is. So this is a Boeing aircraft. Okay, Akina, understood? And there is a aircraft which is beginning with 3 series 359. So similarly, you can go ahead and use DNE 359 also, which is Airbus. We'll come to that part, Anasua. I did not discuss about the slash and the dot. This is what I told. If time permits, we'll discuss today about that, or otherwise tomorrow. That is your access levels. Okay. So this was our basic availability entry. So when we did this availability entry, did we specify any specific airline? Did we type any airline code? So that is the reason the system is showing you British Airways availability. The system is showing you Virgin Atlantic availability. The system is showing you Air India availability as well. And in case if you want to check for a specific airline, you'll have to add like for timetable /A followed by the 2-letter code of the airline. So in this example, if I want to add, so let's say I want to check availability for New York to Singapore on 25th of July on Singapore Airlines. So how do I check the availability for a specific airline? So use the help of this command and take the help of this command and use it. Let us see. It's okay. You can be wrong also, no problem. But I want everyone to try this command. So on the top, I have written the availability for Delhi, London for 25 July. but I want to use the same format, but we want to check for only Singapore Airlines. So how do I do that? Suruchi Gagan says, what is GL? Okay. Suruchi, G is the booking class. L means the seats are not available. You can book the passenger in waitlist if the airline permits. G is the booking class. L means seats are not available. You can try for waitlist. So you will see a L or 0 instead of a number. Vinit says SS 25 July JFK. What is this command? Very good, Bhagyashri. Very good, Zayan. That's what I'm asking. Okay. Okay, Vinit. So we are learning availability, Vinit. Let us stick to AN only, not SN. Okay. No problem. So what is the two-letter code for Singapore Airlines? So I will write the command availability neutral AN, then date 25 July. Okay, Avni, we are traveling from New York to Singapore, not Mumbai, Delhi. Singapore, so New York to Singapore, and I want to check only on Singapore Airlines, so /A, and the two-letter code of Singapore Airlines is /AS. How many line numbers do we have on the screen? There are 6 line numbers. Let us speak about the flight in line number 2. Let us speak about the flight in line number 2. What is the flight number in line number 2? SQ02. What is the departure time of the flight? What is the departure time of the flight?
22:15.
22:15 or 10:15 p.m. What is the arrival date and arrival time? What is the arrival date and arrival time? What is the arrival date and arrival time?
26 July 5:30 a.m.
So what is it written? Arrival time 5:30. So let us write it down here. So departure time 22:15. Departure date 25 July. Arrival time, it is written 05:30. What is written after 05:30? What is it written after 05:30?
2 EO.
Plus 2. Plus 2 means you will have to add 25 July plus 2 becomes what? 25 plus 2 becomes what? So 27 July. So the arrival date is 27th of July at 5:30 in the morning. So it's not 26 July, it is plus 2. What about the flight in line number 1? What date, what time will the passenger arrive in line number 1? What date, what time will the passenger arrive in line number 1?
4:45 p.m. 16:45 plus 0 means 26 July.
So plus 1. Plus 1 means it is departing on 25 July plus 1. Plus 1 becomes 26.
26.
26 July. Clear, people understood how to read plus 1 or plus 2? So plus 1 means arrival next day, plus 2 means arrival after 2 days from the departure date.
Sir, what does the E represent, sir?
So people, what does the E represents after the arrival time? Let us see if anybody can answer that. What does E represent after the arrival time? Very good, Jairaj. Electronic ticketing is required. Electronic ticketing is required. Then now if you see line number 3. Line number 3. Is there anything unique that we have not seen in any of the examples so far? Is there anything unique that we have not seen in any of these examples so far? Look at line number 3 carefully and tell me if you see something new.
E1.
So what is E? Electronic ticketing required. 1. What is 1? 1 means one stop. 1 means one stop. So if you want to know what is that one stop, what will you do then? If you want to know what is that one stop, Just keep the mouse on the flight number. Keep the mouse on the flight number. Then you will come to know about that one stop. And what is that one stop? Is it in Frankfurt or is it in France? Is it in Frankfurt or is it France? FRA is the three-letter code for Frankfurt Airport in Germany. So, passenger is departing from JFK on Friday at 20:55. It takes about 7 hours 45 minutes. We'll reach Frankfurt at 10:40 in the morning, and the day will change to Saturday, and it is on ground till some time, and it departs at 12:15. And it is on ground for how much time? It is on ground for 1 hour 35 minutes. So at 12:15 it departs from Frankfurt. It takes 12 hours and 35 minutes, and it reaches Singapore at 6:50 in the morning. And what day of the week it is? It is Sunday. So 25th is a Friday, and he is reaching on Sunday, which is 27 at 6:50 in the morning. And this total journey is going to take about 21 hours and 55 minutes, including your ground. Clear, people understood how to identify where is the stop? So this is applicable only if you see the flight number in a blue and red color. This is applicable only if you see the flight in the colored format. Now, what if I type something here? Now all the colors have gone. Do you see the flight number in the color now? No. If I keep my mouse on flight number, will I get the flight status? No. So in those cases, if you want to check the stop, you have to use a manual command, which is DO, followed by the flight number, followed by the date. So DO stands for display operations for SQ025/25 July is the departure date. So this is the manual command, and the manual command also is going to give you the same response. So I'll go ahead and use DO SQ025 followed by /25 July. It is going to give me the same kind of response. Clear, people understood the time availability display? Now, when we speak about the availability, now these booking classes are further divided into different cabins. These booking classes are further divided into different cabins. So these booking classes are divided into cabins. So what are the different cabins that you people are aware about? What are the different cabins that you people are aware about? First class.
Business class.
K for cabin, first class F. Business class. Business class, K for cabin. Charlie.
Economy.
Then you have premium economy only. And again, I will write K for cabin, and the code for premium economy is W. Then economy only is K for cabin and Mike. And economy, which includes premium economy, is K with Young. So these are the important codes that you will need to remember so that you can identify the classes of any airline. You can identify the classes of any airline. So you want to know what is K class for British Airways, what is S class for Air India, what is P class for Qatar Airways. So if you remember these codes, your identification of first class or business class or premium economy will be very easy, and it will be a cakewalk. Okay, so now let us try to use these commands and see what will happen. So let me share this with you first and then we'll use these commands. Okay. So Singapore Airlines is one of the airline which operates business class, sometimes first class, sometimes or premium economy most of the times. So what is the two-letter code for the premium economy only? The two-letter code for premium economy is KW. So if I want to check the availability for the 25th of July, New York to Singapore on Singapore Airlines on premium economy. So show premium economy only for SQ Airlines. So let us go ahead and see if it is showing me seats only for premium economy. I'll go ahead and use only for premium economy. So does it show me any other availability of the seats? Does it show me business class? Does it show me first class or economy? No, it shows me only premium economy. So if you're reading the classes, okay, if you're reading the classes from left to right, that means you're reading S class, P class, P class. That means you're reading from high to low. So I'm speaking about line number 1, SPP. That means S is the highest premium economy class for Singapore Airlines for New York to Singapore. Whereas which is the lowest fare class in premium economy for Singapore Airlines? In line number 1,
R9.
R is the lowest fare class. So if you are reading from left to right, you are reading from high to low. If you are reading from right to left, you are reading from low to high. Clear, people understood how to check the flights for a specific cabin? Now there could be a passenger. Yeah, fare class right. Correct, George, you are right. Now there could be a passenger who is looking the online availability from some website and he says he wants to check for the availability of the flight with specific flight number. So he says, I want to check availability only for Singapore Airlines 025. He wants to check availability for Singapore Airlines only 025. So in those cases, you can go ahead and use 25th of July, Singapore to New York on Singapore Airlines 025. This is to check specific flight number. So if I want to check for a specific flight number, still you are using the indicator A. You are using the indicator A for airline code, and then you will write the flight number, which is SQ02. So am I getting any availability for Singapore Airlines SQ025? Looks like on that day it is not operating. That's why you're not getting. Let us try some other flight number. 021. Strange. Okay. So this way we can check with the specific flight number as well. So let me try the reverse availability. Yeah, I wanted to check it the other way around also, Sonali. So it should be a daily flight, so I thought it should work. Okay, maybe it is not operating the other way around. So do I get any availability for any other flights? No, I'm not getting the availability for any other flights except this particular flight. Only SQ. I want to change this availability because my passenger says he wants to travel on a Saturday. He wants to travel on a Saturday. Is 25th of July a Saturday? Then how do I change availability to the next day? So shall I retype the whole entry? Shall I retype the whole entry? Then what should I do? So I can use
Change the date, sir.
MN. Yeah, instead of changing the date, it is MN or AC1 or AC 26 July. So MN means move next day. That means change availability from current date to next 1 day later. Or you can use AC1, that means the same answer. Change availability from current date to 1 day. So AC stands for availability change. Or you can use AC 26 July, which is again remains the same, which is availability change from current date to 26 June, July. So in this example, you can use any of these three options. So which option shall we use? So you people have given me MN, so I will use the other option, AC1. So is my availability changed to the next day? Yes, it is changed to the 26th of June. Similarly, I want to come back to the 25th of July now. I want to come back to the 25th of July. So it would be MY or AC -1 or the date remains same. Clear, people? Understood availability change commands? Okay, it's already 5 o'clock, people. I did not keep a tab of the time. Let us stop it here. So it's almost 5:05, 5:06. So anybody has any questions in regards to the topics of